In today's video, I've got for you a fantastically simple exercise to help connect your elbows on the backswing and the downswing for better strike, better contact, ultimately more distance. Make sure you check this video out. Jon Watts here from the TruGolf Academy. You join me out on the golf course, and today's video, as I mentioned there in the intro, is all going to be about connecting your elbows. Now, this is actually following up from a previous video I did, and I had a few questions about it. I was talking about connecting the elbows, or keeping the elbows close together on the backswing and the downswing, and even through impact, because what we don't want to see is any chicken wings going back with the trail elbow high, or on the way through, or the elbows working apart on the downswing where we actually start to cast or throw the club away. So this is all about connecting the elbows, keeping the elbows together. And today I've got for you a really simple exercise to help you get that feel. If you're new to my channel, you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. If you hit the little bell icon, it just notifies you every time a new video goes live. And the info for my social media just coming along the bottom of the screen also. On the previous video I did, I demonstrated with a driver, and I said, look, this is relevant with anything, and it is. So I'm just going to choose an iron today instead. So I've done one using a driver, one elbow connection drill, actually using more of an iron. As I said, this is relevant with anything. And all I've got here is one of my daughter's armbands, a float. Whatever you can use effectively. It's just a disc, but literally a blow-up armband would do exactly the same job. I just couldn't find one of those this morning. Going to seem a little bit strange, but you're just going to put it on, for me, I'm going to put it on my trail arm with most of it sticking forwards towards my lead arm, and I'm just trying to keep the connection. You'll have seen exercises before. There are drills or training aids out there, I should say, like a figure 8 strap where it ties the two arms together. I've even seen like a t-shirt that you can wear that it keeps the arms connected. I have no idea what it's called, to try and connect the arms to your body a little bit more. This is just something I had handy. As I said, a float, a rubber disc, a armband, anything along those lines that you can put your arm through to try and keep your elbows together. You know if the connection is lost. So what we're trying to feel is that we keep the connection between my forearms throughout the swing. And it's happening because my trail elbow is folding on the backswing. It's staying low and folded in front of me on the downswing. If I throw the club away, you can see I've got a gap between my arms here, so this comes away from my lead forearm, and we throw the club away. We really want to hold that angle as long as possible, let the energy, the power go here at impact, and on the way through we want our lead arm to fold to help my body rotate, stop any stalling, create the right body release. What we don't want to see is some sort of chicken wing movement here where the lead arm is staying very high through impact. So this is a tremendously simple exercise, and it's just trying to get my trail elbow to fold on the backswing. Keep my elbows close together so I hold the lag and allow my lead arm to fold on the way through to help some connection in that release. Now, I would just probably use this as slow exercises, not even hitting a golf ball. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just do one at slow pace. I'm just going to make it a little bit easier off a T-peg. So something you could take to the driving range. I know the guys would look at you a bit strange. Could just be an at-home exercise. So the idea is to get that feeling of keeping it connected throughout the motion. I'm just going to do a nice slow pace one here with a mid-iron. Let's give it a whirl. Hit it a little bit harder than I was meaning to actually, but that felt very solid. I really felt like I got that connection. I know it didn't come away at any part of my golf swing there, so my elbows stayed closer together. We want to maintain the gap we start to set up between our trail elbow and our lead elbow on the backswing, the downswing and the through swing. So this can cure a lot of faults, whether it's a backswing fault, whether it's a downswing, or whether it's an impact. Now, those watching at home, you might say, well, I've seen golfers this way on the backswing and they've definitely got their trail elbow high. You're absolutely right, there are some players this way, Matthew Wolff probably being one of the modern day guys, Jim Furyk, you know, two extreme versions of that, but they're trail elbow high, but what they do on the downswing is they gain that connection again. So it wouldn't matter if you lose it here as long as you gain it on the downswing, but there's more things going on. So it's a little bit harder to time if you've not done that or got that as your natural movement. So what we're talking about here is the simplest movement. Elbows close together, and obviously connection on the way through. Let's hit one more doing that. So I'm just hitting these at a nice smooth pace, but God, it feels awesome. I wish I could take that to the golf course. You're not allowed. But anything along those lines, as I said, just an arm float, rubber ring, anything you can put around that arm to keep the arms connected. The idea is to keep the elbows close together, backswing, downswing, through swing. You can see the benefit there. Massive benefit downswing into impact where I can hold that angle and let that speed go. Although that felt incredibly smooth, I got pretty good distance from a very smooth movement. So once you've done some of those drills, obviously then you can put it into a full swing, a full movement. If this video has helped, make sure you hit the thumbs up as I mentioned there at the start. If you can subscribe to the channel just to show your support, that'd be fantastic. Share it with as many golfers as you can.